Clutch made, bitch.
Hey. Pull up hard, yeah. Beat the odds, yeah. High on Mars, yeah. But with the stars, yes sir. I go ghost because I always been alone. Don't brag or boast to show 'em I got riches come. I ain't gon' turn up to my mama in the rain. Mama, I love you, I thank you for everything. I've been consistent, they still asking me to change. 2020 ain't no game, baby, spark up that flame. Hey, yeah. Welcome back to the second episode of the Super Clutch Podcast. Got my boy Alxvnder Tha right here, you feel me?
Yo, what's going on?
You know what I mean? Got Lizard on the cam, got Steve over here on the side. You did. What's going on, brother? What's the word?
Shit. Word of the day is transition.
Damn, what we trying to tell me? Talk about transition.
Hearing better things. So, shit, I'm going through a little. It's just a phase, but I say I'm just crossing through to the next gate of this whole shit. For real. I recently left my full-time job about August to go back to school to learn more about the audio visual production side of things, trying to learn about the twists and turns and the knobs and everything, and niggas wasn't trying to be a custodian forever, so I had to let that shit go. But I'm just learning how to move out here without having that what you call it, fucking 9 to 5 shit on your back, bro. Like, it's nice to have that money and shit, but I'm not doing that forever, bro. I'm not cleaning floors forever. Fuck it.
Facts. Toast to you to that. You know what I mean?
The only way to really get through that shit is to learn how to operate without it. So that's what I'm going through right now.
You feel me? You gotta be able to adapt. You feel me? I definitely feel that, man. Shit, hopefully your school journey, you know what I mean, be filled with blessings, you feel me? In pursuing what you need to do. You know what I mean? And what you be doing, you know what I mean? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about this music, man.
Shit, man. I would say the music is at an all-time high right now. I would say the shit's really going good. With all this time that we have in quarantine and with ain't shit going on, I had nothing but time to be making songs after songs. So I've been recording damn near every day. I say I'm up. My next 10 singles is done. And I'm really about to start just working on projects and shit for an album or EP. I got some major collaborations on the way. I got some major solo songs on the way. I've even dropped a few already. We dropped Cleon Swan with one guy from Columbus, Joseph Keefe, and the other.
Tell them where they can play that at, man.
Oh shit, you can hear that shit on all the media platforms, and you can hear it every Tuesday, 12 to 2 on 88.3 Wave FM, you feel me? Hosted by my guy Clutch. Shit. Making airways, bro. It's not too many artists down here that got that shit, bro. Shout out to you for fucking putting local artists and shit on. You feel me?
Hey, you know what I mean? I'm trying to pave the way, you feel me? Definitely trying to pave the way. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for even, you know what I mean, doing what you had to do to get on there.
Of course. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man, shit, you like that song, man? I sent back. You like that verse I sent back?
Hey, man. Like I said, it's really been nothing but time on our hands, so me and Clutch got a super collaboration, bro. He's really just letting all the energy out on this record, bro. I got a song coming produced by Philly G with Lizard over here coming soon, where he did his thing and he put it on that guitar shit as he always does. So, like I said, man, yeah, you send me back some fire, bro. I got some shit with Quest coming soon. We cooked up the other day in the studio. Yeah, shout out Big Quest, man. It's Sir Quest. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to take all this time that we got to really network and link up with different artists, as many people as I can, and you know what I'm saying, just perfect my own shit. So, like I said, I've been taking classes, I've been learning a little bit, but getting better with my mixing and producing and engineering and stuff. So, we making this shit right.
Talking about some of the things you learned.
Shit, I'm learning how to use Pro Tools and shit. You know, I don't know, it's a little known fact, but the most of the music that I have been recording, this shit has been recorded on GarageBand. So it's like, okay, but it ain't the top tier. So now we got the top tier, and I'm learning that shit. Let's see. I've been fucking with my little auto tunes, my reverbs and shit. I'm learning how to just how to mix shit better. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my work, I'm not ashamed to say that is not really mixed, but I made it a point when I first started my career to not really go out looking for that shit because people will charge you an arm and a leg just for a little 30-second mix or some shit. And I'm a strong believer of, if you can do this shit on your own, learn how to do it on your own first before you actually going out and paying for somebody for the shit, because that way you not only know what you getting, but then can't nobody rip you off type
right,
shit.
You know what you're expecting. You feel me? I feel it.
Exactly.
Gracias. Bro.
So, yeah, bro, I've been trying to work on that shit, but like I said, I've been taking my time. It ain't really no rush, ain't no deadlines or anything, so I've been really taking my time to learn my different programs and learn this new program, and I feel like I'm in a good position going forward. You know what I'm saying? These next couple releases, I'm gonna be dropping shit on people's heads, so different sound and shit.
Definitely waiting for that, man. Definitely waiting for that. And I gotta get you on some shit before you leave up out of here. Gotta get both of y'all for sure. You know what I mean? My man going to the mountains on me. You feel me?
He said he leaving in the winter. Fuck that. I don't blame him neither.
He going to the mountains. Well, yeah, man. Shit, man. So, man, let's talk about, like, man, this whole 2020, man, how that shit been going for you?
It's been cool. Like I said, it's been a lot of unexpected shit. But I don't know, man. I'm just trying to keep my head out the way, bro. Stay out the way, and you know what I'm saying? I be hearing things and seeing things go down. It's a shame that we've lost so many people, the impact that, we've had over the course of our whole lifetimes as millennials and shit. Some of them people will never be back. R.I.P. to Kobe Bryant, Chadwick Boseman,
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD, yeah, Pop Smoke.
Man.
Not to say that, they've been around forever, but like, yeah,
Impact.
we lost some pretty important people in this 1 year. Like, I don't know what the fuck is up with the universe with that shit, but you just gotta take the good with the bad and keep trucking, bro. Just take the lessons that we learned from them people and just keep pushing. So,
yeah, we gonna put out that good energy out here, though. You feel me? On this podcast.
absolutely.
You feel me? We gonna put that good energy out, man. And you feel me? Shit. R.I.P. to all the COVID, everyone who died from COVID. And, condolences to all the families, for sure. And, you know what I mean? To all the people who survived COVID, you know what I mean? Got something on the way for y'all, so stay tuned for that, for sure. Yeah, man, so let's talk about your journey, man. I know you told me, you from Columbus, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
tell us a little bit about that, you know what I mean? How that influenced you, you know what I mean? How that impacted you.
It's really, I say it's really made me the person that I am, to be honest with you. Being somebody who's spent a lot of time in Cincinnati and Columbus, it's very different. Like, I don't know if culture is the right word, but like, it's very different areas for it to be so close apart. Yeah. People live kind of two different ways. So down here, I'd probably say like the first 12 years of my life living with my mom, and on my mom's side, raised by my aunts and my grandmas and stuff, and taught right from wrong and yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir type shit. And then about 13, 14, making that transition to go live with my dad in Columbus, who somebody I only really seen every other weekend or, every other, whenever they can arrange some shit or some holidays or some shit. So making that transition to go up there full time, being pulled away from all my friends that I went to elementary school with to a different environment. It was like I went to Walnut Hills before going to Columbus or going to middle school. And then when I got to Columbus, I went to this middle school called Gahanna Middle School South. And I swear to God, it was like being pulled from like Lean on the School and Lean on Me with Morgan Freeman and shit. Yeah. To go into Ned's Declassified, bro. Like, that's the best way that I could explain it. I'm not talking about like no race things or anything, but it was just different. Like, the school was so much more involved with its sports. You know what I'm saying? It was less students, it was more teachers and shit. I just felt like we learned different shit. I felt like I was able to grasp shit more better than I was able, you know, at Walnut Hill and shit with it being such a big school and everybody just being expected to be doing shit on their own and knowing how to make that transition from elementary to middle school. So
yeah, it's something about Walnut Hills, man.
it's like they expected you to be in there and just like to know Latin and all that other shit, bro. It's like I'll never forget the first day of 7th grade, bro. The teacher started talking that shit, bro. I knew that shit wasn't gonna last, bro. This ain't it.
Man, I went to public school, so hey.
I don't fuck with it, bro.
Yeah, I went to public school. They just left whoever, you know what I mean, was trying to get in the teaching business right there. They
Type shit.
They just let them go in, go to public school.
But it was straight though, and then like as time went on, like you know what I'm saying, I adjusted, so I started getting into more sports. I would say that my dad was able to give me more opportunities that my mom couldn't necessarily do with her having to raise 2 boys versus my dad just having to raise me. So I was able to get into more sports and, you know, do things that was able to find my lane and shit. And
what sports you play?
Shit, bro, I played everything growing up: football, basketball, soccer, baseball, damn near in that order type shit, depending on the time of the year.
Did you start with soccer first?
I did start with soccer first. Soccer was the first sport that I played, and then I say football is the one that I ran with, but I didn't get into football till I was like 11 years old down here because niggas wasn't trying to get hit. I ain't gonna hold you. Wearing all that pads and shit.
That's what I told my mama. She was like, boy, if you don't get your ass out there.
Started playing for Alxvnder Warriors, bro. I was never forget. Motherfuckers, these supposed to be 11-year-olds shit. Motherfuckers big as hell. Like, I'm cool.
That's when football was, we was ruthless back then.
On God, yeah, they used to make niggas lay on the backs and, you know what I'm saying, run heads up and shit, like everybody. And then
Alxvnder Tha, my bad, I just got up a little bit. But yeah, Alxvnder Tha, he got a song called Fiji, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't be stopped, can't be tamed, hey. I'm already in the Hall of Fame. And you can act like you don't know the name yet. You see the hate you give, I know you can maintain it. And I won't stop, I won't quit. Got many different songs in my mind.
I did like my mom all the times. You can try it, but I know you can forget me. Bust it down, I ain't talking about bricks. My niggas, my ex, yeah, they all in the basket. Load the chopper, let them have it. Should've been laughing, how am I waiting this magic? Tell me something, how I'm winning. Shit, bro. I ain't fuck with that pee-wee shit, bro.
Yeah, I was in the hood. Yeah, I was
People
on
took
hard.
that shit dumb serious, bro.
Yeah.
Calling you soft and shit, you could barely
You
see.
remember the cheerleaders though?
Yeah.
When the cheerleaders laughed though. Like,
Yeah.
They had, I played for the Alxvnder Lions. Our cheerleaders, they used to make cheerleaders cry. Like, oh man, they used to fuck them up in the cheerleader competition. Oh God, they used to like line up at halftime while everybody, you know, the teams was away and they'd battle each other with their cheers. You feel me?
Just go back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Just go back. That's what I'm saying, bro. Playing in the
Hey,
Pee-wee hood game, that shit was different, bro.
I'm telling you,
You might as well have been in the fucking league, bro.
Seen that fella look, you hear me? Because that shit was live.
Motherfuckers was really living that shit, bro.
Yeah.
People would come up with they sprayed shirts and
Yeah, they had,
parents and shit would be all decked
they
out.
had like
shit,
the same
bro.
cheer, but they'll switch it up. And whoever switched it up the best, like,
Shit.
yeah, you feel me? And then everybody team doing the same thing, like, yeah, hey, that shit used to be live, man. I got to get back out there on the football scene.
But yeah, so I you know, played football, and then I would say baseball is probably my favorite sport. If I could go back, I'd probably stick with playing baseball. I was a hell of an outfielder, bro. Playing center field. Really wasn't scared to catch the ball. That was the shit I should have ran with, bro. I like think about that shit all the time. But and then basketball was just basketball. Like I never really understood the strategy behind basketball, just to put the shit in the hoop. But like when I got to middle school And like I said, like it was different playing at Walnut Hills than it was playing at Gahanna because they was running plays and shit up there. But they had to, when that coach brought up that clipboard and shit, I'm like, bro, I don't know, run no fucking plays. Like, couldn't get it, bro. So I just let the shit go.
Yeah, I wish teams ran more plays when I was younger.
Yeah.
Like they
They just let you run in the
yeah,
wide leagues and shit.
They just have any type coach out there type shit, and you doing some bullshit. But yeah, I feel you on that. But yeah, I'm trying to think, man, cause like I thought you played football, didn't you?
Yeah, that's like I said. I ended up running with football throughout high school, and I got pretty good. I ended up playing running back through my high school and DB and shit. Played all 4 years varsity, and you know what I'm saying. Senior year, I just ended up tearing my ACL. Sophomore year, I tore my right clavicle in practice.
What was that like,
bro? It was like, I could just tell you about both injuries. So when I broke my clavicle, shout out to AJ Butler, bro. I still love you, fat fuck. But we was in 2-a-days, bro. So Gahanna got this whole, like I said, bro, being at Gahanna was like being at like High School Musical or some shit. You know what I'm saying? First game of the season, like we learning all summer that we about to play DeSales. DeSales was one of those schools. I think Warren Ball went to Ohio State. I don't know where he at now, but he went there.
I think.
Yeah.
I think we played them before.
So it was like that Francis school. It was like a religious school or some shit. So we played them first game of the season, and I was a sophomore training on the varsity team. So we working on defense, and I'm playing scout running back. Basically, I'm acting as if I'm DeSales running back. So we running they play so our defense can know how to approach they shit. So I get a toss to the left, and I break dude off, like go inside, fake him, and then go out, and I just turn up down the sideline. The coach gets in his ass, like, if you can't stop this little 14-year-old sophomore, how the fuck you gonna stop a 6'1", you know what I'm saying, 200-pound grown man running this shit or whatever the fuck that nigga was at the time. So he got mad, coach made us do it again, bro. And AJ cheated the play. He like took a step out, but he like lined up a little outside when he got down on the line so he could meet me to that point faster. And when he did, like, ran the same play, tossed to the left, I got that shit, turned up field, tried to make my move, and his big bare ass just grabbed me, bro, and just fell, like right on top. I fell just like this on my side. My shit just was like, and that's all you heard, just a little quick tink, like. Well, actually, I fell on this shoulder because it was this one that got broke, but yeah. And then my ACL went week 7. We was playing Grove City senior year. I was like out the game for 2 plays, and we called a timeout. Our coach Wilcox was trying to run this like shovel pass, and so he, you know, quarterback threw it to me up the middle. I tried to go up the cut and got hit from this side. Started going this way, but then another dude came and hit me front way, so I just kind of spun, twisted and lay down. But I didn't even know my shit was torn when it happened. I got up and walked off the field. I honestly felt some shit in my knee.
That was that shock, man.
Yeah,
I mean, that was
like
that adrenaline. I mean,
it just felt like when I went to take a step, like the ground was just like a little uneven. Like when I stepped, I was like, oh shit. But I was able to walk and everything. They took me to the back and was like, yeah, you done, bro. So it was shortly after that, I tried to walk on to a couple schools. Say part of that shit goes back to me and my dad, like, you know what I'm saying, shaping me. We had some differences about that shit, but long story short, tried to walk on to Hockey Hills and didn't make the team, so I just was like, I'm done with this. And, you know what I'm saying, gonna start actually pursuing the shit that I really wanted to do, which was, at the time, engineering. I wanted to be able to make roller coasters, you know what I'm saying, but I didn't know all the school and math and shit was, you know, expired for that, so niggas got into learning how to make beats and just learn how to do this and that. I would say about 17, 18, 19, I'm like just watching tutorials, watching people make beats over FL Studio, and you know, writing my own little stuff down. But I always had that fear of what people would say. You know what I'm saying? People hating, people cracking jokes, telling you trying to be this or whatever. And I never really went with it until about 2017. I was just facing life, hard problems on my own, out the house. And I just at the lowest point, it was just like, you know, if you gonna go after something, you gotta go after it. You can't really be scared of what other people gonna say or what somebody else might say about it. And at this point, for real, you don't know what can happen, what you got to lose. Like, you know, I'm staying somewhere where some musicians in Columbus was, you know, doing some real work. But we ended up falling out over little shit like that. And yeah, bro, I just was on my own, but I was gonna be not denied, and you know, wasn't nobody gonna tell me that I couldn't do what I wanted to do after all these years. So I just ran with it, picked it up, started recording in the fucking iPhone with some headphones on BandLab.
Yeah, well,
The rest is history.
What was that experience like right there, man?
Shit, bruh. I thought I was the shit, man. I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. I thought it was just as simple as picking the phone up, getting my little beat, hitting record, you know what I'm saying? I'm going around and I'm telling motherfuckers, bro, I just recorded the song, bro, that shit fire, bro. Whoop, whoop, like I'm thinking this shit about to blow up, you know what I'm saying, bro? That shit sounds terrible. If you can go somewhere and find that over here, that, bro, that shit sounds horrible, bro.
Hell no. Hey, shit, but look where you came. Like,
that's what I'm saying, bro. It was just like a mix of everybody saying, like, you know, you trying to be somebody you not. You trying to do this, and just my own inspiration and shit, and just kept pushing to where I am today. So now that shit ain't never gonna stop.
Yeah, that should be beautiful, man. Especially just going through that journey. You know what I mean? Like I still be having people be saying crazy shit to me.
People
like,
will say the craziest things in the world, but it's like you said in when you was talking to Lizard, like they gonna say shit, and it's just like if they not saying shit, then that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. When you're not saying shit, then it's a problem.
That's the better way to look at it, man. You say what? We say what good. We say bad promotion is good promotion.
Yeah, good or bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
I think Eazy-E said that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Eazy-E, R.I.P. man.
Oh, that's good shit, bro.
Yeah, man. But nah, man. So let's talk about when you be in the lab, man. How that creative process come about, and how like. Talk about like the longevity, not the longevity, but like just like how you said you recorded off of an iPhone. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like how that process.
So it was just
transition. You feel me? Word of the day.
Y'all ever heard? Yeah, y'all ever heard of Rob Level? At all? Anybody smart rapper?
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch a lot of those videos too, where he'd just be giving tips, and I don't know, bro. Like knowing what I know now about the shit, about music and shit, it's like. He's kind of self-promoting himself and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, making a quick buck off of his shit. Mm. But at the same time, like when I was watching him and shit.
Some of that was what you needed.
Yeah, like a lot of that shit was what I needed, bro. Like he told, like, you know, you can't be, don't record off your phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that, man. You want to make sure you set your profiles up to look official. You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, so people can get access to your links and all that other stuff. So I did learn a lot from him, but I don't necessarily follow in his module footsteps and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It was just little things, you know, getting me out of the situation that I was in. But going towards recording and everything, I mean, I always knew I had to get, you know, studio and everything like that, but I started recording off my phone and not going to people's studios because I didn't have the money at the time to be paying for studio equipment. And it's like I said, I'm a teach myself all that I can and get all that I can out, so I know and I have that knowledge of what I'm supposed to be doing. I was going to studios with Columbus artists I was staying with when I was up there, and they had all the Pro Tools, they had all the shits, you know what I'm saying? They would never let me get on none of the songs because they would always little bro me and, you know, tell me, oh, I ain't ready for this, I don't know what I'm doing yet, blah, blah, blah. But really, I'm looking at these niggas, I'm like, y'all ain't doing anything different than what I'm doing I'm just doing it on my phone. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just do it off the little GarageBand app or whatever on my phone.
Right. I would kill for like one of my little brothers to be like, yeah, let's get on the track.
I remember this day I was up there, and I don't want to say bro's name because like I don't got a problem with bro, but like he's one of them gang nigga. Like, you want to be gang, bro. You want to be, yeah. So it's just like, you can't be gang sticking with a bunch of dudes, you know what I'm saying, from your high school. Ain't nobody doing shit, and you the bum. Like, yeah, you might have the numbers and following and shit, but like, you the bum in the group. You know what I'm saying? We the bums in the group, bro. Niggas is living better than us. So the way I see that shit, we had to stick together, and fuck these people if they can do shit for me as artists and shit. Like, I'm not about to go both ways and all that, but we was in the studio one day, and it was him and about 2 other people, and I'm just sitting there just typing shit on the side, bro. I probably can't even go back and pick out the beat. I'm just writing shit, and I'm ready to go. You know, one of the dudes asked me if I wanted to get on it, and I was like, yeah, if y'all would let me, you know what I'm saying, for sure. And then he turns, and he's like, bro, yeah, you're not ready for this yet. Like, you know, me and you gonna do a song together. And I'm looking like, all right, bet. Like, either way. And the shit just never happened, bro.
Type shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just little bro shit, but it's all good, because I just use that shit all as motivation. You know what I'm saying? Even in times where I wanted to quit and didn't want to do this shit no more because I'm thinking I'm not getting the result that I need or anything like that. I'm thinking that it's not working out. I'm thinking I'm making a mistake. I just think back to them times, and suddenly I be all rejuvenated again.
No, that's some good ass motivation though. I know we probably everybody can relate to that. You know what I mean? So
at some point,
I feel that shit for sure. Like I don't remember. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just like family, all that, family, friends, you feel me? People just don't buy into nothing.
Yep.
You feel me? But it's just to the point where you gotta, man, I mean, give them no other choice but to buy into it by doing something on your own. You know what I mean? So I feel that.
My father's side of the family, they wanted me to, you know what I'm saying, stick to the regular jobs. They wanted me to work cubicle bank jobs and, you know, customer service and shit, and that's what they do. And I just remember having a conversation with them coming down to stay in Cincinnati. Actually, I was on the freeway, and I was just like, you've pushed that shit on me my whole life, whether it's been trying to sell homes on your realtor site or trying to work at the bank with you or whatever. Like, every time I told y'all I wanted to do some shit, it was out the box and, you know what I'm saying, out the window. But this motherfucker came and bought a whole 5-piece suit for a damn bank interview that I just didn't even want to go to. He got, you know what I'm saying, his buddies to do the interview and shit for me. Rigged the shit. I just had to go in there and show up. The only thing that stopped me from getting the fucking job was I failed the drug test. Had weed in my shit, so.
Yeah. That's one thing about jobs, boy. You try to get a job, you better have that pee clean, boy. You better have it clean. But nah, I feel that though. Man, but nah, big ups though, cause you know what I mean? You just gotta, I want people to know you gotta go through shit, man. Mm-hmm. You gonna have to go through something to get to where you wanna go.
It's not just about, like, being an artist. To me is dope because you get to be, you get to be a person you wanna be, but like, the person that I wanna be is just myself. You know what I'm saying? My old original weirdo self. Like, I want to be able to just wear the shit that I want to wear. You know what I'm saying? I like obviously the financial freedoms of it and things, but it's a lot of work and shit that come with it. So I think that when I first started my journey, I was really blinded by a lot of these trials and shit, and a lot of these ups and downs that come with this independent artist shit.
Man,
having to make these moves and shit, like not knowing where the shit's gonna come from, but you still gotta make the shit happen type shit. So I thought it was all shits and giggles and, you know, smoking dope and being in the studio and shit until niggas tried to build their own studio and realized that first computer cost damn near $1,000 with the speakers and everything, the microphone and all that shit. So it's like, how do you get that shit? You can't, you know what I'm saying, fuck around. You gotta make the moves happen one way or the other. Whether you work for it, steal it, trap for it, I don't give a fuck, but you just gotta make the shit happen. So
facts.
Learned a lot.
Yeah, man. So like, let's talk about the music, man. Like what new music you got out right now? Talk to the people.
So like I said, man, I just dropped Cleon Swan as a big collaboration. We worked on a visual. I went out and bought replica Warriors vest for it. It's a song that's, you know, shouting out to them in that whole film. I fuck with that film because it was, I draw a lot of parallels that from back in the 70s, just in that movie, to what's going on here in 2020. So I just decided to be artistic and try to make some shit out of it, and it worked out really well. I've been working with DJ Chinks a lot. I've been going to his studio a little bit. Been working with Philly G. Like I said, I got collaborations with both you and Lizard coming. I got shit coming with people out of town. I got a song called Nightmares I just put on SoundCloud about 2 days ago. It's going to be going on all digital platforms. And I would say my next biggest song that I'm going to drop is a song called Supersize. And it's just some shit that I picked up a beat off BeatStars. It had a real Travis Scott vibe to it, so I'm using a lot of the new things that I'm learning, and the track came out fucking phenomenal. I can't wait to put that shit out and have the public hear that. I got a what's his name, Kevin Hughes. He does like a little bit of the hook for me. And yeah, bro, that's gonna be probably the one to shut shit down for real, for real. Got a lot of shit coming out. Like I said, my next 10 singles is set. I'm about to start working on an album, another album again. I just had Past Verse Present 2 drop over the summer. We got a couple of hits on there. I worked with some different producers on that.
My man been working, you feel me?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't want to just start listening and rambling shit off because it's really a lot. But like, yeah, bro, I'm really just tapped in. I'm really just locked in. Like all quarantine, I really just been locked in. I working my custodial job. You know what I'm saying? Monday to Friday, the whole time I was working that shit, I was making great money, but I was always asking for time. I just wanted time to actually be an artist and not come home at 11:30 at night and be up the next day at 12 working, you know what I'm saying, the whole day. So I feel like God kind of answered my prayers.
Was you writing?
I was writing, but you know what I mean? You know how I do. Like, I like to just turn on the beat and let the beat really talk to me. I really like to get my shit right there off the dome, but yeah. I do write a little bit. I write when I'm bored. If I'm sitting there playing games or if I'm sitting there doing whatever, some shit comes to my head, I'll put it in my notes. And then like if I'm going to like Lizard Studio or some shit, he's got some shit I never heard before. I'll let him, you know, play the beat over for a couple times, and just right there in that element, I'll just sit there and start typing on my phone, whatever comes to mind, and I'll just go with that. So shit ain't steered me wrong yet.
Hell yeah. No, I fuck with it though. I just be wanting, you know, just to talk about the processes of, you know, making a song sometimes, you feel me? That's why I ask those questions, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I go about my shit, most of the time, I mean, not most of the time, but as many times as I can, I'm trying to get stoned first. You know what I'm saying? I always gotta smoke something. I always like
so how does weed enhance your creativity?
To me, bro, weed it don't just enhance my creativity. Weed just makes me feel whole, bro. Like I feel off balance when I'm not high. Like if I go without THC in my body, I feel like I dead ass be going through withdrawals and shit. Like I'll be angry. I don't be wanting people to talk to me and shit. I don't know, bro. I don't sleep as well without weed, bro. I'm kind of dependent on that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Definitely a pothead, definitely a stoner, but I don't know, bro. It just, I mean, I smoke this shit so much and use this shit so much. Like I said, I just go into the shit and I don't even care about how I'm gonna go about it or how I'm gonna make this shit happen. I just know I can make it happen when I'm off that shit. But when I'm not off the shit, that's when I'm sitting there breaking it down, trying to figure out, you know, how this song gonna sound or whatever. But I just feel more free, more open to creativity when I'm high or some shit like that versus when I'm not. So it definitely played a big role.
Nah, I feel that though. I can definitely relate to what you're saying. Definitely. Like, I don't even know. I'm in a weird recording process right now. I don't know. I got too much other shit going on. But yeah, but oh, do you miss performing, man? Like,
yeah, bro. What I miss performing so much. That's probably was my favorite
tell
thing.
Tell people where you was performing at.
Shit. Before Corona, we had I really say it started taking off last summer when we first started traveling to different cities and shit. I think it started with some music festival. We was in Akron. What was the name of that place though?
Ohio Music Festival.
Yeah. You remember the name of that venue though?
Yeah, the Vortex.
Vortex.
In Akron.
That was the first place that we went out of city. But I mean, I started at the Mad Frog. First show was in January 2019, Mad Frog, and then shit kind of laid low. But we done been to the Mockbee. We done been to Arts OTA. Shit, we done been to Scully's. We done been to where's the place that they had where Sam had his shows at that you went up there for in Columbus?
Victories.
Victories. Victories was a good spot. We done been to Cleveland. Like I said, we done been to Akron.
Shadows up there.
Shadows.
Cleveland.
We done been all over the place, bro. I think I was at probably 11 shows in March before, in March of 2020 before Corona happened. We had that shit at the Mockbee. Supposed to happen on the 20th.
Yeah,
and then I remember the 16th. The 16th is when they said no more shows.
Yeah.
So that would have been like 12. That would have been like number 12 in 2020.
Man.
So yeah, I miss performing a lot. It's probably my favorite thing about being an artist for real.
Yeah, me too. That's why I had to ask. You feel me? Just to get another perspective on it. You know what I mean?
And I'm not in favor. I do not fuck with the virtual performances, bro. It's not the same. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Performing over live stream. I done seen motherfuckers have fucking spaceships and all these different designs. I watched Yachty do like a whole concert through his house, and his shit was dope, but it's not the same, bro. I'm not fucking with it. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I don't like the audio. How the audio be sounding.
it's just different.
Yeah, that be my whole thing. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like if you do the virtual thing, you gotta do it like a certain way, like, you know what I mean. That's not that's gonna make somebody wanna watch that.
Otherwise, I just watch music videos. Like, what the fuck?
Yes, sir. You know what I mean. Here with my guy Alxvnder Tha, you feel me? Talk about music, talk about his journey, you know, his process, his trials, tribulations. You know what I mean. All the things he went through to become the artist that he is today. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? I like this interview right here. We getting to know Alxvnder for who he is, and just by learning through his lessons that he went through in his past. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Let me see what else we can find out more about. What about your merch, man?
Shit, merch. We got that shit popping on Teespring. Everything is connected to my Instagram. Like I said, I got a mask here in my pocket. I'm watching this Raiders game. The Raiders is my other team in the Madden franchise, so I'll be paying attention to how they be playing. But
I'll bust your ass. That's what I'm saying on the camera. That's all I'm saying.
you got to cut that.
We can
edit that out.
We can play Madden and we can play it on the camera one day. You hear me?
All right, that's a bet. Y'all heard him, right? Y'all heard him.
Who you gonna get? Cause you trying to get the Bengals. You want the Bengals first or something? I'm about to beat you for the Bengals.
Nah, I'll take one of my other teams. It's cool. But yeah, we got the Alxvnder mask and shit. You know what I'm saying? Standard red logo, a red A logo. We got hoodies, crew necks. Shit, I need to get some of these shits going for real. I ain't even see them. But I got tapestries. I don't know, bro.
Say that again.
I got like a cartoon tapestry of myself on there. It's the what you call it? I'm standing in the same. It's from the picture I did on my own Steve's album cover, where I'm standing on the back of that truck with my foot up eating the pizza and shit. But I got that shit on a big ass flag, so anybody needs some Alxvnder in their rooms, it's good to go. Come in black and red. But yeah, bro, we finna get some new merch designs going. I'm trying to get some new seasonal shit coming. It's about to be cold, so I'm gonna go in there and see what they got and just try to fuck with some shit. So that's all there for you.
So is you gonna vote, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and vote, man. I'm gonna take my ass to the polls. I don't know who I'm going for. I might be looking at that third ballot or that third spot, whatever. See who's in that. But we was talking about this shit earlier, man, and I don't think I've ever been like, in the time of all seriousness, bro, I ain't never been more invested in politics than I am right now. Like, I still don't really give a shit, to be honest with you.
What made you get invested in it when this time?
The headlines, bro, just the headlines. Like,
just the tabloids from the headlines?
Because I don't pay attention to the topics and shit. Like, I mean, I obviously know shit's going on and everything like that. But, like, bro, I don't go home and turn on CNN and fucking ABC News and shit. But I don't even got time for it. But I just feel like, you know, it's up to us really to decide. I don't know how much decision we have, but it's really up to us to decide, you know, how our future gonna be. And so, I say the least I can do is go out there and do what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna vote for somebody.
I like how you said that because it's a decision, but we have that decision. You feel me?
Right. Oh, trust me. If
need to exercise that.
If it was one candidate different on either side, I probably wouldn't give a fuck. But because we just got the bottom of the barrel, the worst of the worst in both of these motherfuckers, yeah. I feel like I just gotta go out there and pick one. So that's exactly what I plan to do.
No, I feel it. I had to ask that.
I think this shit was crazy. I was talking to one of my homies about it the other day.
Right.
And we was thinking like, I want to get y'all's input and shit on it too, but so Trump went against Hillary in 2016. Do you think that if Hillary wasn't the Democratic vote, like do you think if Biden was the vote in 2016, would Trump have won? Or would we be just going through what we going through now?
Type shit. Nah, you know what helped me understand economics was this class called microeconomics, like what politics and everything, like, cause it run on a cycle. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And one cycle is inflation. You feel me? Where you have resources, but you run out of resources, but you have money. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And then a recession hit. You feel me?
See, I don't know what none of that shit means.
Yeah, the recession is resources is resources is limited, money is limited. Like you feel me? You go through both of those stages. That's how our cycle moves in the USA. Like the GDP cycle, it goes just like that. And like you know what I mean? I think it reset. Or to a recession, or we still in inflation. We might still be in inflation, but yeah, we about to hit recession. So,
bro, it's like
this look just like George Bush to me.
For real,
like shit George was coming down the pipe, bro. It's like who you want to facilitate it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of this shit was gonna happen either way, either who.
That's what I'm saying. Like
either way.
Yeah, so it really don't matter, but you still gotta go out there and you gotta pick one. Like that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just gotta pick one. At this point, they both fucked up. So
vote, goddammit. I don't care who you vote for, just vote. I ain't really into the politics like that.
I was trying to figure out how, like, I think it was my brother who had asked me about Trump. Like winning and some shit, like why he's got this whole following, bruh. And I was trying to ask a question, like, cause then the people of California, they made Arnold Schwarzenegger the governor or some shit, right? A few years back, or is he still the governor and stuff?
I think he is.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I just told him it was just that whole sheep following shit. Like, motherfuckers only made Donald Trump relevant again, cause
I'm gonna be the governor one day.
Clutch for governor.
I got you, bro. I'll vote for you.
I'll make you
president.
I have Cincinnati bunking. On God, we'll be out here in Bull Mac Drake. On God. But that's probably when I'm about 45, about 50.
That's when
I'm here for that.
This shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the next phase of the plan.
You feel me? You know what I mean?
It's just crazy how, like I said, I never really took too much time to get involved in politics and shit, but like as we getting older and shit, you really ain't got no choice. Cause you can't really say shit after the fact. I feel like I was one of them people who was talking hella shit after Trump won the first time and shit started going bad, but I was like, I didn't take my ass out there to vote, so.
Yeah. But we gonna gonna skip politics, man. We gonna go into something different, man. This is a new edition right here. I just thought of this out the dome. You feel me? We gonna call this segment, you know what I mean, what I love about black women. You feel me?
Hey.
You know what I mean? Tell me some things you love about black women.
You know when you got that one type, she come over, you been stressed, then she give you that one rub on your back type shit.
I gotta hear this.
She give you that one rub on your back type shit, you know what I'm saying, bro? All your body senses start to be feeling better and shit, bro. Like shit start to be less stressful. I don't know what it is I love about black women, man. I mean, I love all women first and foremost. I love all women, but
you know what I mean. Here on the
it's just
podcast,
it's just being. I mean, I'm sure it goes for everybody too, but like just being an African American male, like I don't know, dealing with a black woman just kind of makes me feel at home because it's like I was raised by a black woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I kind of go out my way a little bit to try and make sure I treat them with respect. You know what I'm saying? Try to treat them as if I would treat my own mom.
Facts.
Or my grandma, auntie. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that it's a standard, bro. Like I was always taught to really just treat people how you want to be treated, regardless of who they is, for real, for real. It's a shame that whole tragedy happened with that girl. You know what I'm saying? Rest her soul. But I don't know, bro. I don't really even know how to speak on that shit without really getting all upset and everything, man.
Yeah.
I would just say, like, I would feel the same if it happened to anybody, but because it happened to a black woman, because she was so unprotected, because of, you know, just the way that it went down in the aftermath and shit, like, we just gotta do better, bro. We just gotta do better and look after our queens.
I thought I had that in there, man. I appreciate your feedback on that.
For sure. But some of y'all hoes are scandalous, though. I ain't gonna just, you know what I'm saying? Let's
talk about the hoes.
Man, let's talk about the hoes, man. The hoes, they out here.
Hey! Everybody put a motherfucking hand up! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Hey! Yeah! Give me 5, give me 10. Whoa! I'm already in the alphabet. And you can act like you don't know the thing, yeah? You see the hate you get to know you can't maintain, yeah? And I won't stop, I won't quit. And I won't leave difference on my mind. I get to pop up all the damn time. You can try it, but in this EP called Ground Up, man.
But the hoes, they get you prepared for life. Whatever life means to you. You feel me?
It's different.
I definitely got appreciation for them, but some of the things they doing I don't agree with, but that ain't for me.
Yeah, it ain't my place. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I ain't bashing, ain't shaming nobody's lifestyle, but you know what I'm saying? I just don't come when it's too late, bro. Nah. You missed the train.
Oh yeah, I know a couple of them know they missed the train with me. I don't know what they thinking.
You feel me? That's really all I got. Like I said, live your life, hot girl shit, whatever fuck you gotta do. I don't give a fuck, but
shout out Meg Thee Stallion.
Mr. Train. Did you see her Saturday Night Live performance?
Nah, I ain't even watching TV.
She killed that shit. She did a good job. I don't even really listen to Meg Thee Stallion like that, to be honest with you. I know, I'm the worst nigga in the world. Like, ain't I said that shit on the camera.
I go shopping bad in the cupboard.
I don't get a lot of it, bro. I be trying to.
You sweetie, kiss it, what, eat it, what?
No.
She be going stupid. She rapping better than the niggas, I ain't gonna lie.
That's facts.
She rapping better than you?
She definitely rap better than me.
Yeah.
That's probably one of the reasons why I don't like her ass, to be honest. I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing, bro.
She ain't got me yet.
I'm just playing, bro. My whole thing with Megan Thee Stallion was like, and I mean, I had the same shit for the baby though. When the baby first got on, he was really popping and shit, but that nigga had one flow, just like Megan Thee Stallion did. And so I just was like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got lost in that shit with both of them. So they both doing their thing. They both successful. I don't wish nothing against them. I don't got shit against them, but you know what I'm saying? It's just progression. Everybody go different paces and shit. So
I feel you. I like we on this topic. So who your top 5 artists, man?
See, so I'm different. I don't know if I got a top 5 or not, bruh. Cause I just listen to so much different shit. Like I feel like if I said my top 5, it might shock some people, bro. I don't know. How do you go about it? From 5 to 1?
Shock the world.
From 5 to 1 or 1 to 5?
Just 5. You know, it ain't even gotta be like in order. Cause
I gotta go.
I wouldn't put man in the order. You feel me?
I gotta go. Kid Cudi, Travis Scott, Owl City, The Killers, and
You said Owl City.
I told you, bro. See, that's why I said I keep that shit under Owl City's been like I fuck with Owl City from way back in the day. I liked them when I was in middle school and shit.
I gotta listen to Owl City.
They got that techno, they got that pop melody shit, bro. Like a lot of that shit that you hear in my music today come from them, bro. That Firefly song, yeah, it got me hooked, but I went on and bought that whole Hello Seattle album, bro. I had that whole shit when I was like 14.
It'll probably be some shit. I know the song, but I don't know the title too.
Bro, motherfuckers used to let me have it for listening to Owl City back in the day. Like,
they used to let me have it for listening to Chris Brown, boy. See? I can imagine.
But who I said, Kid Cudi, Travis, Owl City, The Killers, and it's like I got one spot left, bro.
I got finished, man, boy.
You know what? I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna add another rock group, and I'm gonna say Avenged Sevenfold is one of my favorite bands. Just because I got hip to them when I was young. They had like a lot of different. They was like one of those bands that used to have them songs on Maddens and shit, like the video games. So I used to listen to them, but like I really took the time to learn like one of their songs. I was on one of the old Maddens, and it just stuck with me. I still listen to that shit to this day. Like if
what's
I'm
the
rolling,
song?
It's called Backcountry. I think it was on Madden 06, if I'm not mistaken.
You gotta sing it for me. I don't be knowing.
Alright, bro. I know the whole how it go. Duh. How does it start? I ain't about to sing that shit.
It's all good.
But I know that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Gonna build us better days. Won't lose my will to stay. These eyes won't see the same.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. And then they start playing guitar and shit. Like
I gotta listen to that too.
it's a good song. I try to run all through the night. I'd rather live than die, but sometimes don't know why. Like it's crazy, bro. I was like 11 years old listening to that shit. So yeah, I would say that's my top 5 for real.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's a lot more people I just couldn't, it's only 5 spots.
No, that was an interesting top 5 right there. I think, motherfuckers needed to hear that, you feel me? Shit, what would be like your favorite song if you go pinpoint it?
Just from each person?
Yeah, I'm talking
Like
somebody.
just number 1?
Just like your number 1 song right now.
Number 1 song right now, is probably Kanye West and Kid Cudi's Reborn. I listen to that song at least once every
I be
day.
fucking with that too.
I listen to that shit every day. Like I take time out to listen to that shit every day.
Yeah, I fuck with that.
And that's one of them songs that, like I said, like when I get down, or if I feel like I'm in the rut, like as cliche as it is, but I really will play that shit, smoke to that shit, and you know what I'm saying, just like kind of get back on my feet, kind of find my center again.
Yeah, no, I fuck with that, man.
I listen to a lot of old school Travis Scott, like a lot of Days Before Rodeo shit. 90210 is probably one of my favorite songs by him. I remember I took the time to try and like mimic and learn that verse that he has in there and shit. Like he's talking all that real shit. Drugs You Should Try, Gray, Backyard, like a lot of that shit I listen to a lot on a daily. I don't know, bro. I don't be keeping up. I like hear shit on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Some pique my ear, some pique my interest. I'll fuck with it, but I'm kind of set in my ways when it comes to just listening to like old or like music and stuff. I'm still bumping the first Detroit. You know what I'm saying? From Big Sean and shit. Like,
so let me get another question: new school, old school.
What's the dip? Like, okay, so where the line drawn at though? That's what I'm saying. Like, to me, it's in the middle. To me, it's a middle part because the old school, I'm still thinking like 80s, 90s, the bars. You know what I'm saying? Like classic shit.
As you should.
That shit to me is old school. All this like 2000s, 2010 shit to me is like in the middle, and like everything from like 2016 forward is like the new school. So I would probably have to, if I had to split them, I'd probably have to say old school, just because it's so much more shit. Don't get me wrong, I got a lot of love for my new school, but the old school is just the classics, bro. You can't beat them.
I feel it, man. Shit, man, we can go all day, you feel me? But, you know what I mean? I'm gonna wrap it up, you feel me? Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Super Clutch Podcast. Got my boy Alxvnder Tha.
Yeah.
You feel me? Tell me about your social media, where they can find you.
Shit, you can follow me everywhere. Social media, ALXVNDERTHA, Alxvnder Tha, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook page, SoundCloud, YouTube. I'm there, bro. Alxvnder. There's only one way to spell that shit.
You dig, and we out.